Yes, yes, yes. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Yes, it is a bit overcast, but it's not supposed to rain, at least I think until later this evening. Decided to get a walk in and do a Walking with Purpose live edition, even though I've been doing a lot of pre-recorded Walking with Purpose bite-sized versions in 4K at 60 frames per second. If you folks need a bunch of great content that will help you get a better grip on your life, go back and check out my last 4 pre-recorded videos I put out every day this week. And another one's coming tomorrow. Actually, I've got two videos coming tomorrow at 4K, or in 4K at 60 frames per second. One is going to be a Walking with Purpose, and another one will be an update. Some motivation, some end of week motivation and updates, further updates from my channel here on YouTube and my coaching business and all that. Oh, and by the way, speaking of which, speaking of updates, which is what I'm trying to say. By the way, Lewis, can you hear me? Are you still out there, Lewis? Let me know if you're out there, man. Speaking of updates, the Queen is here. She's gonna say you're good, right? Right, Queen? Hey, Queen. How you doing, Queen Helen Casey? Nice to see you here. Am I good, Queen? You're the boss regarding that department, right? She still hasn't said if I'm good or not. She's probably trying to come up with some quirky, sarcastic remark on the fly, right? Is that right, Queen Helen Casey? That's all good. She's playing games with me, right? That's what women do. They play games, right? Well, guys call them games, but the truth of the matter is, like I've always said, women are emotional beings, and they respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. And so, I'm not surprised Queen is trying to come up with something, right? Unless my audio is not going through, then that'd be a major problem, right, Queen? But yeah, I have another update I'm going to share with you folks right now. And I really wanted to promote this sooner, but I just didn't have a chance. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be doing a one-on-one interview with another content creator. Oh, thank you for the topic, Queen. I appreciate it. Can you hear me all right? Or are you going to make me wonder if I'm projecting through the wonderful internet here on YouTube, right? Or are you focused on that major case happening right now with jury deliberations going another day now, right? We're not going to talk about that. Everyone else is talking about that case. I'm not going to waste my breath. But tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be interviewing a wonderful content creator that I've known probably a little less than a year or so. Some of you have known him probably longer. His name is Dion, and he runs the Sifu Smo channel, SIFU space SMO. And he's a martial arts expert. He is a young man in his early 30s. I believe he's exactly 30. He's a millennial, but he defies the stereotype. I can't even talk. He defies the stereotype millennial. And he's a good guy that's just trying to get his business going out here on the YouTube side of things, on top of what he already has, going for him outside of YouTube. And he made the right choice. He made the right choice to connect with myself and some other really positive or very positive content creators out here on the platform. that are truly about lifting each other and supporting each other and helping each other move further ahead, right? Instead of going down the road like half this platform goes down. Drama, drama, drama. If it's not entertaining, or if it's not drama related, or somebody talking smack about somebody, we don't want to tune in and watch that, right? And we'll just thumb down and attack other positive creators out here because we wish we could be positive like them, right? How pathetic. Man, but yeah. It's going to be probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. I'm thinking more about along the lines of 90 minutes or so, an hour and a half. And we're going to learn more about Dion, a.k.a. Sifu Smo Channel, SIFU space SMO. And, yeah, you know, going to learn more about his martial arts, what got him involved in that. You know, going to learn more about his business and, you know, what got him going with his business. And what is he further looking to accomplish? You know, stuff like that. Don't worry about them. They are nobody. That's true, Queen. That's true. I don't worry about them at all, Queen. It's all good. The funny thing is I don't worry about them, but they seem to love to worry about me all the time. And even maybe Dion, too, and some other people. Information Man Show. How you doing, brother? Coach Eli, Elias Melas, peace and respect to you as well, brother. How you doing today? Great to see you here. Great to see you here, man. How are things going in Sacktown, man? Hope all is well for you. Queen says, hello, Information Man. Yeah, tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, Information Man Show, and anyone else that just tuned in or watching on the replay, I'm interviewing Dion, a.k.a. Sifu Smo Channel. And we're going to go one-on-one, and we're going to talk about a lot of things. We may even talk about some other things that some people may expect us to talk about. But we'll decide that on the fly. I'm the kind of person that, you know, I don't really prepare a lot for interviewing people because I only interview people that I've gotten to know, like, and trust. And I pretty much know what to ask them. And I don't like my interviews to appear scripted. I like them raw and on the fly, but they're also professional and they come off as structured even though they're not. Because that's the feel I want to give. And so, yeah, we may even talk about some of Dion's YouTube experiences. Now, here's the thing. I want to make this very clear because I know, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not here to hold back or play games anymore or anything like that, right? I know that Dion has been getting trolled by many people that I used to get trolled by and kind of still get trolled by, but I just ignore them, right? Just know that everything I know, Dion knows. And we're just going to ignore any crap, right? We're just going to ignore anything that happens, and I just want to be very clear about that. I really respect this guy. I think that Dion defies, like I said, the stereotypical millennial. He's a hard worker. He's a good guy. He's got a great woman in his life. And he's all about positivity. And because he's been all about positivity, he gets trolled by negative people out here on YouTube just like I do, right? It just seems like anyone that has a positive message out here on this platform is going to get trolled by negative, weak-minded, immature, insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable, grown-ass adults. That's the truth of the matter, right? Or people that just, you know, are not able to create regular content that gets them the same traction as their pathetic drama content, right? It's the truth, right? I'm just sharing my thoughts. It's all good. So, I'm just letting everyone know that Dion and I are prepared for this interview. I'm sure Queen Helen Casey will be there to mod the chat, even though I've got great security anyway. And even the few, chat messages that get through, Queen will just block them, or I'll block them. And we're just going to ignore it. So it's like nothing's going to trigger anything, right? It's funny to me because I have my chat set to only allow people to chat that have been subscribed to my channel for a minimum of 24 hours or longer. And on days like this, it's funny to me. I watch my sub count. It goes up like 10 or 20, goes up like 10 or 20, right? And that's these guys. And I say guys because guys are more likely to troll on the internet than women, right? These guys will go and load up sock accounts and subscribe and then be ready to bypass that for a show like this, right? Do you think I'm not prepared for that? Or don't watch the numbers? So do us all a favor. Seriously, like, it doesn't matter. If you want to troll, troll. But if not, do us all a favor. Just stop wasting your time, right? Stop wasting your time. It's not going to get you anywhere. And the only reason why I'm even mentioning this is because I know Dion's been through a lot, and I've been very supportive of Dion, or towards Dion, behind the scenes. And he's very well versed on everything that I've been through and everything that I know. So nothing phases him either, right? And that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to inform people privately behind the scenes regarding the dumb things that some trolls do, or many or most trolls do, and then teach them how to, in essence, starve them out, right? Starve them out by not responding, by not reacting, right? Again, you folks may be saying, well, Eli, you're not starving them out right now. You're talking about, no, I'm talking about this in general, right? I'm making a general statement here, right? I could care less. See, whether I say anything or not, these people are going to still do what they do, right? Because that's what they do. That's what they feel their purpose is. A lot of these guys, instead of focusing on an actual purpose regarding what defines them as a man, they focus on their purpose as being a troll because they have no better purpose. At least they feel they have no better purpose in life besides being a YouTube troll or internet troll. Trolls are saying, I hate that laugh that Eli has, right? Well, I love my laugh. That's all that matters, right? I could care less if the rest of the world hates my laugh. As long as I love my laugh and I love what I do, what the hell matters what anyone else thinks, right? Today you can see my eyes because it's a little overcast. So it's not sunglass weather, right? All right, folks. I think we've done enough monologuing here. We're at 14 minutes already. And let's get to the topic here. Do. All right. Give me a second here. I'm on the other side here. A few people coming. All right, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from beautiful Red Morton Park in beautiful and overcast, but actually, wait a minute, look at that. The sun is trying to burn off the clouds. Look at that. Wow, I'm just noticing that. I may need my sunglasses after all. Oh boy. Oh well. It is what it is, right? This is episode number 175. Episode number 175. And today's topic is when you are about to give up on everything, this is what you do. One more time. When you're about to give up on everything, this is what you do. Okay. Now let's start off by talking about what does this mean, right? Okay. It can mean many things. There are many people out there in life that, in my opinion, and maybe it's a fact, have not had the best upbringing, and they've struggled throughout their entire life to connect with people and to deal with people, how to handle people, right? Okay. These are the types of people that are not able to take any negativity or understand that when people are being negative towards you for no reason, right? It's a projection of how they see themselves, right? They're trying to project, their negativity onto you because they are unhappy within themselves. They see you as happy, and they feel that you don't deserve to be happy if they can't be happy, right? And if you allow those people to suck you into their vortex, and it's very easy to get sucked into that vortex, if you allow those people to suck you into their vortex, it's a very difficult ride, one of the most difficult rides to remove yourself from. Very difficult. I should know. I've dealt with this many times in my life. That's how I know how to discuss it clearly. That's how I understand it so clearly and so well, right? In my younger days, I used to really care about what people would think about me, right? I used to always feel the need to be better than all my friends. And when they were better at me than something, I would never give them credit. I would always try to kick them down. And if I look back, I now realize what I was doing back then. I was trying to kick them down a few notches because I was jealous of their success, right? If I couldn't be at their level or better, I didn't feel they had the right to get ahead, right? Hey Gary, how you doing? Hey there Eli, good to see you live again. Hey Gary, I got your comment. I just didn't get a chance to respond back. I've been putting out a lot of pre-recorded videos this week at 4K, 60 frames per second. And many more to come next week. I got another batch. I recorded a bunch of videos this past Tuesday. Plus I have some other update videos coming. So there's lots of content being released here daily, if not almost daily, right? On top of the live streams and, my other venture too. I've got another venture I've been working on, catering content primarily towards men. And I've recorded 12 pieces of content for that venture. I've got a couple more in the queue. I just haven't had a chance to record because so much has been going on regarding this channel. But yeah, lots going on. But thank you, Gary. I appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well for you. The holiday season is here too, and Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Can you believe that? Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Oh, what is that? Those are some workers over here. Yep, it's 1 week away, Queen. That's right. Those are contractors working on a house over there. They're stapling shit. There's a guy coming over here. He's moving up the side. Cool. I'll be in Indiana for the holidays. That's cool, man. You have family out there, Gary? That's awesome. Awesome. So anyway, I used to have the victim mentality when I was younger. And, I used to feel like if I wasn't better than every one of my friends, that they didn't have the right to be good at all. I would try to kick them down. This is how I know, what people are now doing to me nowadays when they're kicking me down. They're doing the same thing I used to do to other people. And you know what? I was younger, but still, I'm ashamed of myself regarding how I used to behave in my late teens and early to mid 20s until I started to figure this thing out. Probably closer to my late 20s and early 30s, right? In essence, I was projecting my insecurities of not being at the same level or better than my friends around me. And that was the wrong thing to do. That was the dumb thing to do, right? Give me just 1 second here. I don't do holidays because it's all demonic. Well, that's your opinion, Queen. Queen, let me ask you a question. Do you consider yourself to be a happy person? No disrespect. As long as you're happy within yourself, deep within, that's all that matters, right? But if you're not happy deep within yourself, that's going to affect all aspects of your life. I know that because like I said, I've been in that position before in my younger days, right? Hey, Lewis, I didn't notice you were here earlier. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Are you still around, Lewis? So, it got to the point of back in those days where, I was just going to withdraw myself from my friends. And I was just going to give up on everything. And I had some great longtime friends. And we did a lot of things together that were fun and just, they were great times. And for a little while, I did kind of back off because, it wasn't fun being around them. But it was primarily my fault because I wasn't completely happy with the person that I was or where I was at that point in my life, right? And so as I got into my early to mid 30s or so, I really started to delve deep into what was going on, and I realized that I was the problem. And before you can make any changes to better your life and snap out of the rut that you're in, you have to identify that you are the problem. You have to admit to yourself that you are the problem. And you don't point the finger to anyone else. And at the same time, you don't project onto anyone else. You don't whine and complain. And this goes for both men and women. See, the thing with women is women are emotional beings. They respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling at the present moment. And then they reason with logic later on, right? But even for you ladies out there, right? If you're going through stuff, you're never going to turn things around unless you take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, I'm the problem. I don't like the way I'm acting. I don't like the way I'm behaving around other people. I'm complaining and whining all the time because I'm not getting my way. I just really wish people would accept me for me. Well, if you're behaving that way, ladies or gentlemen, or ladies and gentlemen, better way to put it, who's going to want to be around that much negativity, right? You got to give people a reason to want to be around you. If you want to have happiness and, attract happy, good quality people into your life, you have to show up the same way. But if you're whining and complaining all the time, or you're jealous of other people or insecure or overly insecure, right? And you keep on projecting those insecurities around people that you want to be around, that you perceive to be better than you, but you want to be around them. Most of those people, if not all of them, are going to run for the hills because good people don't want any drama in their life. Good people want to be with other good people that are in a good place mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. All right, I'm going to go to the other side because there's somebody coming. And they're talking on their phone. It's an older gentleman over there. I'm doing good today, says Lewis. That's nice to hear, Lewis. That's great to hear, brother. Awesome. And, some of the other things, another example, probably one of the best examples I can come up with regarding myself in the modern world, or in modern times, right, is, my YouTube success. I've had some success out here, but it's nowhere near the level I wished it would have been by now, right? I've been doing this for almost 5 years. Between my former channel and this one, I've created probably over 2,000 videos between live streams and pre-recorded videos. And I haven't had one single video go viral. Right? Now, I have my reasons for that, and I'm not going to get too far into it, right? But I also understand that success, especially out on YouTube and social media, comes at different times for different people. My crappy Wi-Fi. Well, did your sister order you that Wi-Fi extender, Lewis? Come on, man. Oh, man, Lewis. I don't know. I tried to help you, brother. All I can do is try to help. Even sent you the money, and you ordered it, from a different company because they take PayPal and Amazon doesn't. It was supposed to come from China and never showed up. Now you got a refund. Now your sister says she's going to buy it for you. And this is 5 weeks later now. I tried to solve this issue for you 5 weeks ago, Lewis. And I could sit here and not yet. She bike for Christmas. Well, Lewis, here's the thing. Or she might for Christmas. Well, Lewis, I sent you the money for that. If she's not going to buy it for you, then maybe you send her the money through PayPal, and maybe she can buy it now with a credit card that she may have. Like, Lewis, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, brother, but I sent you $30 specifically to buy that. And now we're going on almost, we're getting into the second month. She will buy it for Christmas. So that means, Lewis, you're going to have crappy Wi-Fi for another 5 weeks, is what you're saying. See, Lewis, here's the thing. Let me be honest with you. I love you like a brother, bro. I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm saying that, like, a good Samaritan myself sent you $30 to fix your issue so we can all stream together and you can have a better quality streaming. And here we are 5 weeks later. You still don't have it. I understand the situation that happened. And now you're saying, I'm going to wait for my sister to buy it in another 5 weeks. And that $30 I sent you is just sitting somewhere, right? Take that money, Lewis. Send it to your sister or tell her to buy it for you now with the money that I sent you. And then she can buy you something else for Christmas. Or she can give you cash for Christmas. I mean, it's up to you, bro. All I can do is be a good Samaritan to people that I care for, right? Do my part. The rest is up to you. But I'll be honest with you, bro. It's kind of tiring hearing you have crappy Wi-Fi issues when I specifically sent you money to fix the issue. So, you know what I'm saying, bro. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, good idea. Well, if it's a good idea, brother, put it to good use, right? Yeah, no problem, Lewis. I'm an honest guy, Lewis. No one's going to be more honest with you than myself. I'm honest to a fault, Lewis. That's the kind of guy I am. But anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about here. Let's talk about. So yeah, you know, my YouTube, you know, growth has not been that great. And most people that put in 1/10 of the effort I've put in would feel like giving up, would feel like saying, hey, it's just not meant to be. It's, you know, not for me. You got some women coming in there. Oh man, let me wait to see if I can. Hold on, I did wait to see where these ladies were going. They went on the street. They saw me coming on the sidewalk with the selfie stick. It's all good. So, most people have that attitude where they're just going to give up, right? I've done 10 times the work of the average YouTuber that hasn't reached success yet or hasn't gone viral on YouTube yet, right? And I could sit here and complain about it, right? Or I can just keep pushing forward and keep putting myself out there and keep believing in myself. And if I continue to do that, oh my God, that's annoying. There's a guy that has a radio control, and I guess his little girl is on this big toy battery-powered Jeep that's controllable by the radio control. I mean, if it wasn't for the COPPA regulations or anything like that, I would show you. I mean, I don't think it'd be a problem to show you anyway, but I'm just not going to take that chance. Damn, these kids nowadays. I had a car, a battery-powered car like that in my younger days. You know, talking about 40 years ago plus, right? But they were not radio controlled back then, right? Literally, the little girl's dad was controlling that battery-powered truck that she was sitting in. Anyway. So here's the thing. You know, when you have that feeling like everything is failing in your life, right? Because every single one of us has had that feeling no matter how confident or strong we are. So to you people out there that are not as strong, at least not as strong yet, right? I'll be honest with you, even for the strongest people like myself that can put up with a lot and keep pushing forward, it does take a toll on us every now and then. And yes, you know, we do get those moments and we wonder, hey, you know, is this ever going to pan out? Is it going to work? Or am I just spinning my wheels? And I think that's normal for everyone. But here's the thing you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, do you believe in yourself? And do you believe in what you're doing? Do you believe what you're doing is beneficial to the world, or at least a big enough group of people, to the point of where if you keep pushing forward, eventually your day will come, right? And I know what I'm doing is very beneficial, because to the people that my message has reached, at least the right people. I'm not talking about trolls and haters and immature and insecure grown-ass adults that will criticize people like me. I'm talking about to the actual people that are into self-help and personal development. Those people that I've reached, I'm proud to say I've made a tremendous difference in their life or their lives. And that's what really matters the most to me, right? That's what matters the most to me. I'm the kind of guy that if I can just help one person feel a little better about themselves every day, I've done my job. And that makes me feel good. And from a monetary standpoint, that may not get me to where I want to get to as quickly. But my thought process is this. If I knock them down one at a time, right? If I knock them down one at a time, and when I say knock them down, help them out. It's a figure of speech, right? Okay. If I knock them down one at a time, they're going to be grateful and thankful. And then they may end up sharing what I do with other people in their circle because they got value out of it. See, folks, part of the secret to being successful is to help enough people free of charge, so that way they can be your biggest cheerleaders. Sifu Smo, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. It's nice to see you here. I'm gonna have to stop for the restrooms when I reach them here in about 5 or 10 minutes. So, folks, I'm gonna be temporarily going off the air for a few minutes to use the restroom in about 5 or 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere. But speaking of the devil, and I say that with lots of love, Dion, aka Sifu Smo, I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream that you and I are going to be going live tomorrow night for a one-on-one on my channel, a one-on-one interview with Dion, aka Sifu Smo channel, SIFU space SMO. And we're going to be talking about, he's laughing, LOL. We're going to be talking about, how he got into martial arts and made a business out of it, and, where he wants to take his business and how he wants to incorporate YouTube and social media to do it. We're also going to, more than likely, Dion, we're going to talk about some of your experiences out here on YouTube because they're similar to mine. We're not going to mention any names. We do not want to give these people any notoriety, but I know you've had your experiences, and as much as I don't want to talk about it, I think it is important to you and other people to hear your story, and you and I can relate to that, bro. I think that brings a lot of value to both you and me. And see, those are the types of interviews. It will be a pleasure, coach, with the praying emoji. You know who uses the praying emoji too much? Dion, Sifu Smo. There's one creator out there that has some serious mental and emotional issues. I love him like a brother, and it's a him. I think you know who I'm talking about. He uses the praying emoji like every time he comes on the stream, he uses the praying emoji like 20 times at least. And I'm like, dude, are you praying for yourself, bro? Because, man, you need more help than all of us, man. No disrespect. You know what I'm talking about, right, Dion? He's our buddy. Our good buddy. He likes to drink a lot on stream and take off his shirt, kind of like you did in one of your latest videos there, Dion. You guys take off your shirts. Dion, I'm not trying to be critical, bro, but I think guys that take off their shirts on YouTube are very insecure, man. They're trying to prove something. Like, I have this hot, sexy body. What do you have? A big belly? That may be true, bro, but why feel the need to prove that you're in better shape than some of these unattractive and extremely overweight trolls? You know, I mean, dude, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm posing a valid, reasonable question, right? That's what people don't like about me. I get into the trenches, man. I ask the valid and reasonable questions, right, Dion? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm almost done with my second lap. I'm going to do at least a third lap and possibly a fourth lap. But I've got to hit the little boys' room. Dion, Queen. It's part of my martial arts persona. Well, that's true, bro. So, I'm sorry for being mean to you, Dion. I'm sure you didn't take any offense to it, right, brother? I shouldn't mess with the guy that can kick my ass, right? Martial arts style. I'm the next Bruce Lee. Oh, man. That's cocky, dude. I like that. I like that. That's a great way to be, bro. Be cocky, playful, funny. That's the way to get the ladies, right? The women love cocky, playful, funny guys. They hate arrogant, pompous asses, and they hate BFPs, big freaking sissies. You know, I'm trying to keep it clean for YouTube, right? Give me a second here. I got to see if this... Let me see if this is clean in here. It is. All right, folks, I'm going to go off the air for a second. I will be... Oh, my gosh. This thing came off. What's going on with this? This is already broken? These are brand new. All right. We should be back live. We should be back live. Can you folks hear me again? It's interesting to me that these brand new restrooms, they forgot to add the little thing on the lock that says occupied or vacant, right? Typically the occupied is in red and the vacant is in green, right? So when you lock the restroom on the inside, it tells people on the outside that that particular stall, that particular restroom is occupied, right? And there's like 3 restrooms there, right? You figure they just did a massive, massive upgrade to this park, and they put brand new restrooms in that are not cheap, right? And they forgot one little part that would make it less weird for people that are in the stall, you know, trying to take a leak, and people keep, you know, checking the door to see if it's locked or unlocked because it doesn't say vacant or occupied on it, right? Oh, well, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It is what it is, you know? But anyway, yeah, Dion and I will be going live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I will be putting out the live event sometime later this evening. It might not be until much later on in the evening. Because when I get back home, I'm just going to be relaxing a little bit. I've done a lot of work lately, and I just need a little bit of rest. Plus, I hung out with my lady yesterday, and you know, it was an interesting time. It was a fun time. We had a good time, but I'm not gonna talk about exactly what happened. But it was an interesting time, and I just need a little bit of rest, and you know, that's that. If you're watching, ma'am, good day to you. Hopefully, everything's going well for you today, and you're enjoying the show. I'm sure I will. Sure, I'll get a text from you. I'm sure you're probably texting me right now, but I have my phone on Do Not Disturb mode, so the trolls can't bother me while I'm live, right? Untrollable, right? Right, Dion? Dion, I'm going to help you become untrollable too, right, brother? That's what we do, right? Untrollable. Look at this. The Zoppi Italian Family Circus has been extended through November 28th. Quite honestly, this may be the last year of the Zoppi Family Circus out here. I don't think it's making the money that it needs to make to be profitable. The tickets are not that cheap. And it used to be right over here in this section. I'll show you here. This is where they used to set up the tent. But now they've actually moved it to the downtown library. And I have not had a chance to go down there and take a look what it looks like. But anyway, it's all good. Sifu Smo Dion in the chat says, welcome back, Coach, and hashtag untrollable. Are you actually untrollable, Dion? Wow, we got 15 in the box. That's not a big deal, bro. Dion, you know why we have 15 in the box, right? We're still working on rebuilding a real audience here, and you're part of that real audience. You know why we've got 15 in the box. I keep it real, bro. Keep it 100, right? So anyway, like I said, sometimes you just get that feeling where, nothing is working for you, right? And you get that feeling like you want to give up on everything, right? And the truth of the matter is that everybody is great at something. You just have to figure out what you're great at and focus on it, right? I know what I'm good at. This is what I was meant to do. I've been helping out people since I was a little kid, uplifting them, right? Helping them fix their broken toys. As I got a little older in my teens, I was able to start working on electric devices and help my friends fix their battery-powered toys and stuff like that. As I got into my late teens, early 20s, when computers got big, I learned how to upgrade and fix computers, and I learned everything about Microsoft Windows to the point of where I know how to fix errors and recover, corrupted disks and stuff like that, right? So this is what I've always enjoyed doing, right? And that's why, doing the coaching thing now, I've been doing it for 5 years. And even though it's nowhere near where I'd like it to be, and even though it gets frustrating at times when the views are pretty low, I keep moving forward because this is what I truly love doing. I enjoy doing this, no matter what anyone says. All right? I don't care how many people out there say I suck at this. The trolls will say I suck at this all the time, right? Right? Who cares? You suck at being a real creator. That's why you troll. Right? That's why you make drama content, because you suck at even trying to do what I do, right? You couldn't do what I do even if you tried. And quite honestly, here's the thing. Let me throw out a challenge to all my trolls out there. I'll talk to them today. That's fine. Because I'm going to keep it positive, right? I'd like to see all you trolls out there stop creating drama content for 1 month and be a life coach for 1 month and create your own content, create your own professional thumbnails, right? Go out there and do walks every day, right? Whether they're live or pre-recorded, right? Create a thumbnail where you're wearing some nice clothing and you're in good shape. You're going to fail that one already because most of you are out of shape. Right? I like to see the trolls and haters do what I do. There's your challenge from me, right? But the thing is that you can't use it. I don't care if you use my content. You guys use it anyway, right? But I want to see if you guys can do it on your own, independent of my content. Let's see how good you really are. If you guys say you're real YouTubers, right? You guys say you're real YouTubers, right? Show me what you got. Why don't you stop creating drama and stop talking smack about other people, whether it's true or not true, and focus on a positive message. Be a coach for a month, and let's see how much traction you get, right? And you got to keep it positive, like I do. They won't even try. You know why? Because they already know they're worthless without drama and hating upon others. But it doesn't matter. I don't pay attention to them anyway anymore, and it doesn't matter what they do. I'm just throwing them a challenge to see, hey, are they really as good as they think they are? Do they think they're that much better than me or you, Dion, or anyone else? The thing is, and I'm not making it a challenge, and I'm not trying to flex my muscles. I'm just saying, hey, look, let's see what you can do. Show us what you got, right? This is a friendly little thing, right? But again, do it for yourself, because Dion, myself, and no one else is going to look to see what you do. But show the rest of the world what you're really made of. Or are you just made to be a shit disturber on YouTube that attacks other people for your content, that tries to kick other people down for your content because you're so insecure about yourself, right? See, these are the people that have failed at every single thing, every other thing they've done, which is what I'm trying to say. These are the people, Dion, as part of the topic, that have failed at everything besides what they're doing now. They had to resort to doing this stupid shit just to have some kind of relevancy, right? And I'm only talking about this because it's the truth. There's no way anybody would create hateful content if they could be very successful creating positive and uplifting content, right? It's the truth of the matter. You tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I can take it. I'm a big boy, right? They are one-trick ponies. Yep, you're right, Dion. Well, what you're saying in the chat is true, Dion, but I'm not even going to stoop down and call them that, right? Yes, they are pathetic. Yes, and it is stupid, right? But I don't feel the need to attack anybody, including them, anymore. I don't. I never really attacked them in the first place. All I did was defend myself. And it's not even worth doing that. It's not worth it, right? But that's okay, because I want to help you folks rise above it like I have risen above it, right? And here's the thing. I've been putting out a lot of content lately, which is keeping my trolls busy and the thumbs down, right? Right? They're still thumbing me down. It's not as bad as it used to be because I don't show my numbers, and pretty soon YouTube's going to remove them all. YouTube has still not publicly removed all dislike numbers, so if you show your likes, your dislikes will still show for most channels. They're slowly getting to all channels, right? Right? But this is how I've risen above it. I'm making more and more content. I'm putting out 2 to 3 pieces of content per day, to the point of where now it's making my troll's job 3 times harder. You're going to sit around all day and wait for me to release content to thumb me down? I'm glad I can help, right? And if me talking about this triggers you to invest even more time to thumb me down from multiple virtual private networks and multiple accounts, the amount of work it takes to get those thumbs down to stick, you'll be sitting there all day, every day, trying to thumb me down when I publish 2 to 3 videos a day between live streams and pre-recorded videos. You see, Dion, that's how I handle things, right? I will overwhelm negative people with positivity to the point of where they just have no choice but to give up and become a better person, Dion. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense, dude? Maybe a little cocky by saying that, but yes, that's how I feel. And yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. And I had planned to do this for the longest time, and now it's being executed, right? Don't let the trolls work you, you work them. But work them in a way like I said. I'm just saying this for example purposes, right? And I don't care that they're hearing me because, yeah, the more content I put out, the more work it is for them to sit on their ass all day. All day. Sit on your ass all day and thumb me down on multiple videos while I go out and do something with my woman that you're not doing. You're using your hand instead, right? Let me let this guy pass. Now, I'm not saying this to project or anything like that, right? Because it's not a projection when you're actually getting the real thing instead of using your hand. And I'm not trying to show off. This is for example purposes, right? And heck, you know what, Dion? If I even trigger these people to start thumbing me down more, I'll get more views at the same time. I could sure use some of those, so keep them coming. What did Queen say? They are going to pass away with a dark heart in them. You're right, Queen. That's the way to do it. They can't beat us with our positive energy. Queen says, let them eat dog food. Haha, Queen says. Sifu Smo, Dion. Dion says, furthermore, Queen, I know a certain content creator who looks like they eat dog food. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Dion. I know who you're talking about. You don't have to mention his name, but it's that guy that tags us in community postings every day, right? Thinking that it's going to trigger us, right? I don't even watch that stuff on my back end anymore, right? He's watching me right now because he's in love with me, man. He's infatuated, man. He's actually getting paid to come at me. That's all right. I'm having fun today. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm having fun. That's what it's all about, right? Same old song and dance 4 or 5 years later, right? And today we can sit here and laugh about it and teach a lesson, right? And help other people. Help other people by preventing them from going down the same road, right? You know, like I told you earlier, Dion, privately, behind the scenes, I'll say this publicly, right? The fact that I've been through so much out here on YouTube, I've experienced the worst trolling of any kind. Number one, has made me untrollable. Number two, I've learned to be an expert at YouTube. Now, I'm not saying expert on getting views and stuff like that, because I'm not quite there yet. What I'm saying is, I understand how some creators, you know, troll and harass to try to get views. And I understand what they're trying to do to suck you in to get those views. They're trying to lead you to believe that it's going to be something legit that's going to work both ways. But in essence, you're only helping them and you're getting nothing out of it, right? And, you know, the point of this stream, okay, when you feel like giving up on everything, right? You've tried everything, right? To make something out of yourself in life, what do you do? What do you do? You sit down by yourself, no one else around. Whether you're a man or a woman, you sit down by yourself, no one else around. And you talk to yourself and you ask yourself, what do I enjoy doing the most? In my entire life, what have I enjoyed doing the most? What's brought me the most happiness? Because I will tell you this, regardless of what it is, you can make content out of it on YouTube. Start your own YouTube channel or start a podcast or something like that and help people regarding what you're passionate about. And let me tell you something. When I went through a pretty bad breakup about 7 years ago where my ex cheated on me, I had always wanted to start my coaching business, but that's what pushed me to do it even sooner than I was going to start it, right? That's what gave me the spark. That's what started the fire deep within me to get it going. I was ticked off. I never wanted to let any woman cheat on me again. I never wanted to be treated like that again, right? So I started watching a lot of other coaches on YouTube, like Coach Corey Wayne and Coach Dan Bacon and some others that are decent. But Coach Corey Wayne is my absolute favorite. And then Coach Dan Bacon is my second favorite. And I'm like, this guy is very much in alignment with how I feel about life. Even though he's conservative and I'm liberal, right? Our views on life are very similar, even though our political party preference is different. And Coach Corey Wayne is a Trump supporter. He is. But I still respect him. Like I respect you, Queen. You see? Just because someone's a Trump supporter doesn't mean I don't automatically disrespect them or don't like them. It all depends on how they carry themselves with me, independent of their thoughts of Trump. We can agree to disagree that, hey, you like Trump and I don't, and we're good, right? It's all good. It's all good. By the way, Dion, I've triggered my super troll right now. He's in progress of thumbing me down from multiple VPNs and multiple stock accounts, right? I'm gonna work him so hard overtime with the amount of content I put out. I'm gonna work you all day, dislike mobs. And like I said earlier, I need more views, so give me more views with those dislikes. You see how to turn it around in a positive way there, Dion? Right? It's all good in the hood, man. But that's what lit, when I went through that breakup where my ex 7 years ago cheated on me, that lit the match. That lit the match for me to do what I do today. Even though it was my purpose already, that moment right there was a defining moment about me finally figuring out what I needed to do to stay focused on my purpose or to make my purpose more a part of my life. I was selling insurance. And while I liked it at first, it wasn't my purpose. Before that, I was working in retail management and retail corporate for 17 years. And while I enjoyed that at the time, it wasn't my purpose. What allows me to keep moving forward, no matter what kind of traction I get, is the fact that this is my purpose. This is my purpose of being alive, being on this planet. This is my purpose as a man. I love this. I love what I do. I love what I do free of charge. I think what I'm going to do, Dion, is I want to start begging the dislike mobs to thumb me down on the 2 to 3 pieces of content I put out every day. If they want to play in the sandbox, right? If they want to play like little kids in the sandbox, I can't beat them, join them, right? So let's hang out. Man, the Bay Area is expensive. Don't know how you do it, but good job. Well, Gary, I've lived here all my life. I think I've mentioned this before. I've lived here all my life. My family's here. And every time inflation has risen, wages have risen along with it. Now, in the current modern world, we're in one of the most messed up economies ever, because the cost of everything is going up so much, especially since COVID, that wages can't keep up with it, right? And companies, especially the small mom and pop shops that still exist, can't afford to pay their employees any more money. They can barely afford to pay employees minimum wage, right? But my family and I, Gary, we've always worked hard. We've always saved money for rainy days. We've always invested in good stuff. And I've lived here all my life, dude. I'm almost 48 years old. I was born in 73. The cost of living out here in 1973, let me just give you an example. When I was born, Gary, in the early to mid 70s, the cost for a 3-bedroom, 2-story house was under $100,000. So now, in 2021, the cost of a 3-bedroom, 2-story house, depending on where it's at, is anywhere from 1.5 to 3 million or more. So the thing is, for me, I was born and raised here. I've lived here all my life, and I've been able to adjust. Same with my brother, and same with my family. We've been able to adjust as inflation started going up. And it was the high-tech boom that did it out here, Gary. I'm sure you know that. The majority of these companies are here in the Bay Area. YouTube is 22 minutes north of where I live, off of Highway 280, 901 Cherry Avenue, San Bruno. Google, that owns YouTube, is 15 minutes south in Mountain View on North Amplet Boulevard. I've been to both places. Facebook is in Menlo Park, one city over, 10-minute drive. I've been there. I've done research studies there. When you live close by to Facebook, they will message you if you want to come in for 30 minutes to test their new app, the new version of their app, and they give you a $75 or $100 gift card. It's ridiculous. My old house in Portland, which I bought in 1986 for $45K, just sold for $3.4 million. Should have kept it. In Portland, Oregon, $3.4 million? Oregon's typically still still cheaper than the Bay Area. That must have been a big-ass house, Gary, with a lot of land. Gary, that must have been a mansion with acres and acres of land to cost that much in Portland. Because the cost of living in Oregon is far cheaper than it is out here. It's literally 1/3 to half the cost, at least, of living here. That's why a lot of, Bay Area natives move to Portland. I have lots of friends that have, well, not to Portland, but to Oregon. Some move to Portland, some move to Medford and Ashland at the border. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Oregon one time. And actually, Oregon it's pretty. It's beautiful. Oregon is beautiful, but you gotta love the elevation. It's, what is it, about 3,500 feet, right at the border. Let me see. Portland has come up. It was a double-story townhouse, which is now commercial zoned. It is a donut. Oh, so it was rezoned to commercial property. Okay. Yeah, I used to sell commercial insurance. That was my bread and butter, Gary. So yeah, I totally understand when you get rezoned into a commercial area. Oh man, 3.4 million in Medford, or not in Medford, in Portland. Wow, man, talk about inflation, man. Jesus. Yeah, I've never seen inflation, rise so much higher than wages than it has in recent times, in the last 5 to 10 years. It's like the people that have been here from the past that made investments, bought homes when they were cheaper, right? And, invested money back in those days and have, it's turned into something, they're okay. But people starting out, like if you live in, let's just say, if you live in like Tennessee and you come out to the Bay Area here in California, that's sticker shock right there. You'll never make it. Well, I'm not saying you'll never make it, but it's going to be sticker shock and culture shock too. Culture shock and sticker shock. It's a double whammy. It's a whole new world. But living here all your life, you get used to it, man. You get used to the cost of things. You adjust for things. You get used to the people. And you learn to ignore a lot. But there are also a lot of really, really good people here too. And those are the ones you spend your time with, right? Anyway, we are at 71 minutes. We're at an hour and 11 minutes. I'm about to finish my third lap. I could go one more lap if you guys are still around, and guys and gals. If you want me to go one more lap, stay on another 15, 20 minutes, please put a 1 in the chat. If you're tired of my ass and you want me to go away and you're not a troll, put a 2. If you're a troll, I'm not going to value your vote. They're too busy thumbing me down. Gary says 1. Amen, Gary. Let's see if Dion's still around, or Queen, or Lewis Fuller. Yeah, it's about 60 degrees. It's a nice night. Oh, Queen. I appreciate you being so kind, saying it's up to me. But, your opinion does matter to me, Queen. Because you're somebody I care for. Just like Gary's and some of the other good people that have been around, right? So again, folks, just as a reminder, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be interviewing Dion, a.k.a. SAF USMO Sifu Smo channel. On my channel right here, the Coach Eli, Elias Melas channel. And it's going to be a professional interview, but we're also going to have some fun. We're going to talk about a bunch of things. Talk about how he got into martial arts, how he made a business out of it, and where he wants to take his business, especially, now that he's trying to increase his social media presence. I think Dion knows that he can make a lot more money than what he's making. He's probably doing well, in person with his business, but if he's able to get the social media down and get some videos out there going, or some live streams of some events, or pay-per-view, you can make a killing worldwide, Dion. And that's something I would focus more of my time on than these pathetic, miserable trolls that are desperate for you reacting to them for their content. Man. So there's the Veterans Memorial Building. We got the seniors in there. This building here is going to be torn down at some point, and they're going to rebuild the state-of-the-art version. I've shown the diagram, or they have a poster of it somewhere out here. I mean, I could probably show you again if I go past it. But yeah, they're totally redoing this. Look at how old that shingle is right there. Like, I'd be surprised if they can still get that insured. That's like an old roof right there, at least 20, 25, maybe 30 years old. If they weren't going to tear the whole thing down and redo it, they would definitely have to redo the roof, because that's part of insurance requirements. You gotta keep your roof updated, even for commercial property. Sun's starting to go down. Auto exposure is kicking in on the 12 Pro Max here. And we're still good for one more lap. I'm going to get my full 4+ miles in today. So I'm feeling fantastic. Feeling absolutely fantastic. It's just interesting to me. I can't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning of the show or not, that when it's like 60 degrees or cooler and it's overcast, you have far fewer people that come out to the park to get exercise. And see, that's something maybe you and I can, help change in people, Dion, because come rain, come shine, hot or cold, or, right down the middle, right? In order to stay healthy and fit, you got to get out there in every season and continue getting your exercise. Keep moving around, right? And some people will say, well, I walk around at work all day. Well, how many miles are you walking around at work? You may think you're walking a lot, but you're probably only walking maybe a quarter mile or a half a mile. You want to get some good benefit to get healthy and fit and stay healthy and fit, you got to walk at least 3 to 4 miles every day. And you got to eat right. Right? And you got to walk continuously, because when you walk continuously, that fuels your momentum and keeps your heart rate up longer. You're going to burn more fat, more calories, and more fat, not only now, but into the next 24 to 48 hours, right? What a lot of people don't realize is that the more you keep on walking or exercising every day, you keep your body in a high fat burning zone, right? You keep your body burning like a freaking furnace. And that's why sometimes, when you work out as much as I do or walk as much as I do, I can have a crap meal every now and then, and it won't affect me weight-wise at all. Now, I might feel like crap afterwards and have to take a crap, pardon my French, but it's not going to affect my weight level, because I'm burning a ton of calories. My body's always burning fat like a furnace. That's another thing down the road. What I want to focus on is I want to get another fitness series going. I've been talking about that. I think I'm going to do a couple more weeks of walking with purpose in 4K at 60. And then I'm probably going to do a fitness series in 4K 60. And then after that, I'll probably do car chat in 4K 60. Except it'll be just me. It won't be myself and my new lady like I used to do with my ex. Because these trolls will never find out who she is. Even though I will say this. I have a lot of respect for this woman. This woman has come out and told me, she's like, sometimes I feel like smashing these guys' heads in. And I'm like, come on, babe, that's not ladylike. Well, I know I'm a good lady, but I don't like how they talk smack about you and other people. I'm like, babe, just ignore it, right? And ladies are emotional beings, right? They respond to everything emotionally based on how they're feeling in the present moment, right? But the funny thing is this. It's like she almost doesn't care about getting doxxed and being found out about, because she's like, it wouldn't matter. There's nothing that they could do to tear us apart. And I'm like, that's nice to hear. But babe, at the same time, I would rather not deal with the crap that these people would put you through just to try to get me to leave YouTube, just to try to, you know, destroy my life, which when you have the right woman, and she's really into you, really cares about you, she will work through everything with you. Now, you still don't want to put her through this crap if you don't have to. But when you have a woman that will fight for you no matter what more can you ask for, all right? What more can you ask for? Life's not perfect. Shit happens, right? At some point, they're going to probably repave this entire parking lot. They're probably going to get rid of these old school 1970s rocks. Like, look at how old school this is. And this is like one of the best parks, at least in San Mateo County. One of the biggest ones, right? And it's definitely needed a facelift, and it's getting one. I think they're going to get all LED lights, too, like they have on the other side. They just haven't gotten over here yet. And look at the clouds. You zoom in. And it looks like the sun is trying to come out. The sun is behind those clouds. So there's no chance of rain right now. So folks, when you get that feeling like everything is not going your way, nothing is going your way, right? And you feel like giving up on everything. That's the point where you're technically kind of hitting rock bottom, right? And that's actually not a bad place to be. You know why? Because the only place you can go when you've hit rock bottom is up. I think everyone has just heard that the light bulb went off, no matter, how boring it sounds. I know I get a lot of this stuff sounds boring, right? But when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go. That's up, right? So is it really a bad thing to hit rock bottom? No, it's absolutely not. It's actually the best thing that could happen to you if you've been struggling with a lot of things. Because until you hit rock bottom, okay, you're going to continue to beat yourself up over things that are probably out of your control, right? Are there times where I've hit rock bottom? Yeah. Oh, yeah. A few times in my life I've hit rock bottom. And maybe not in a financial sense, but in other ways, I've hit rock bottom. One of the ways I've hit rock bottom has been, or was with women, right? When I was younger in my 20s, after my second relationship, I was like, I'm never talking to women again. I mean, I said that after my first one, after my high school sweetheart broke up with me. And then, but more so after my second relationship, I was like, yeah, man, this thing is just not for me. I like women, but man, I'm just done. I'm done. I'm tired of giving everything I got, right? And I didn't realize how it was coming off. I didn't realize what I know now, right? And I hit rock bottom. I hit so rock bottom that I wouldn't even talk to women during that time. And when I was at work and stuff, it was even hard for me to help female customers. Not because I was a shy guy. I wasn't. I was angry at women. Because the first two women I was with broke up with me. For reasons that if I look back now, made sense. I wasn't a bad guy. I was just a big freaking sissy. I'd put them on a pedestal. I'd suck up to them, right? I would do way too much for them, right? I would try too hard to please them at the expense of pleasing myself, right? When I started to realize that focusing on myself and becoming the best version of myself I can be is the most important thing to making me happy, which in turn is going to make other people happy. That's when I started to change things around, right? That's what I want to help you folks understand. It all starts within you. I keep saying it all the time. It all starts within you. How you see yourself is how the rest of the world's going to see you. How you see yourself is how the rest of the world's going to see you, right? And again, I keep sounding like a broken record, but I'm going to keep saying the same stuff over and over again until everybody understands this, right? The only opinion of yourself that matters is your own. The only opinion of yourself that matters is your own. When you truly believe that and feel that, nothing anyone says or does about you is going to faze you, including YouTube trolls, Dion. No disrespect. You know, I love you like a brother. Can't wait to interview you tomorrow, bro. You're back. Welcome back. Right when I start talking smack about you, you're back, right? You know I'm messing with you, bro, right? It's all right to mess with brothers that you love. When I say brothers, you know, guy code for guy friends, right? Not like blood brothers. I have a blood brother, right? Right? See, and here's the funny thing, too. Another thing that you're here, or while you're here, Dion, right? In some strange way, Dion, the amount of time and effort most trolls put into trolling people like you and me and others on YouTube that they perceive us to be better than them, right? It just makes me lead to believe that in some sick way, they like us. They like who we are. Genuinely like us, right? We're of value to them in some capacity. Typically, it's making content off of us that's making them money, right? So we're of value to them, right? Makes sense, right? So in essence, these people really don't hate us. They pretend to hate us because we're of value to them in a different way compared to how our normal audience sees us, right? Makes sense? Hey, Information Man Show, glad you're still here listening. All love, Coach, that's great. We're at 88 minutes, which is an hour and 28 minutes. And I'm really getting my step back. I've done almost 4 miles in less than an hour and a half, which is not too bad. So that's about, what is it? It's 90 minutes. It's about 22 and a half minutes, 22 minutes and 30 seconds per mile walking. That's not bad. I can typically walk on average 20-minute miles and even hike 20-minute miles. Sometimes if it's a little bit downhill, a little bit quicker, obviously you have downhill momentum, but on a flat pace, a pretty good pace is about 20 minutes. And now that my pinched nerve is almost healed, I'm almost back at that 20-minute mile mark for walking. Now, I could walk faster, but I walk at I don't walk at a slow pace, but I don't walk at the fastest pace. I walk at a mediocre pace. It allows me to focus on this a little more, and also I've figured out my optimal fat burning level. Not too slow, but not too fast. A good pace. A good pace does make the difference. And also, doesn't burn you out. A good pace keeps you moving forward and motivated and energized to do your entire 4+ mile walk. I mean, it's about almost a mile and a quarter for one lap around the park. So in essence, I'm probably going to end up doing closer to 5 miles by the time I'm done. I just say 4 miles. It's a round number. But yeah, folks, like I said earlier, there are many people out there that are going through things and they're struggling emotionally. They don't love themselves, right? And they continue to, fight a losing battle. Instead of allowing themselves to hit rock bottom and saying, you know what? This is who I am. This is the person I am. I don't want to be this person anymore. It hasn't fared well for me. Maybe I've sunk into depression. Maybe I've just, lost that love and feeling or whatever, right? You got to own it and hit rock bottom and then start building back up, right? But until you own it and hit rock bottom, nothing will ever change. It has to happen within you, right? It has to happen within you, right? Let me just come over here. There's a lady in the middle of the path. So let me come a different way. Oh, Jesus. Give me a second, folks. Okay, I think I'm good now. Get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat, folks. We're going to be going off the air in about 10 minutes or less. I'm on my final overlap. If you need some content to watch later tonight, I put out plenty of content lately. A lot of walking with purpose videos at 4K, 60 frames per second. Put one out every single day this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, another one will come out in addition to a special, end of week motivational video and other updates at 4K and 60 frames per second. You're going to get 2 pre-recorded videos from me tomorrow. And they will both, whoa, Jesus. I didn't notice that. God, look at this. Let me tell you what I almost tripped over. Wow. But I have good balance. What happened here? Okay, so now, I'm sorry, my battery I was plugged into. Give me a second here. See, this is what I use to keep my iPhone fully charged, and it makes my battery last longer. It's an external battery pack, 26,000 milliamps. And see, it has 4 little power buttons there to let me know how much power is left in it before I have to recharge it again. So the wire hit something and it just pulled out. So now I'm just plugging it back in. So give me a second here. And I just slide it right in my pocket, my sweats. Yeah, it's a pretty big battery, but it's thin. And it's amazing how much power these thin batteries can hold. I could literally live stream probably for at least 24 hours while being attached to this battery. And probably still have some battery power left. If I ran off the iPhone battery, probably I'd get about 3 hours max. Which is still not bad. iPhone battery for this, the 12 Pro Max, is like a 3687 milliamp hour battery. So it's not bad, but if you use external power when you're doing mobile live streams or recording mobile videos, it keeps your phone charged 100% of the time. And it trickle charges it to the point of where it doesn't wear down the cells in your battery as quickly. Like iPhones let you know how much of your battery's capacity is still remaining out of the 3,687 milliamp hours max. Mine right now after a year is at 88%. So it's not too bad. And until it gets to, once it gets under 80% is when Apple starts to throttle things down, and then you need to replace the battery. I'm probably getting another year before mine needs to be replaced. That's a big truck trying to pull out. A lot of these trucks nowadays, they have 4 doors and a long bed. And it makes it like almost impossible for them to pull in and out of spots. These cars are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the spots are getting smaller and smaller, right? And if it wasn't for reverse cameras, man, there'd be a lot more accidents, because the reverse camera allows you to pretty much pull out to the point of where you're about to tap the other side's bumper, but you don't. But I've actually even seen some people tap other people's bumpers pulling out of parking lots nowadays because these cars are just way too big. They're just way too big. Anyway, folks, I'm going to start wrapping this up. Get your questions, comments, and concerns. Got about another 5 minutes left. I'm going to wrap it up right when I get back into the parking lot. Again, folks, I know a lot of this sounds repetitive and it can be boring. I totally understand that, right? But if you just apply these principles, if you just listen to the words that I speak, listen to the stories that I share, and learn from them to not make the same mistakes, it will better your life. I want to help as many people as possible and help you prevent making the same mistakes that I did in many aspects of my life. My father, what he was teaching me when I was growing up was to not make the same mistakes that he made. And I ended up making them anyway, right? But here's the thing. Even though someone's going to try to teach you to not make the same mistakes, you're still going to make them. At least after you make those mistakes the first time, you'll be able to identify them. If you've heard stories like I share, right? So when you make those mistakes, right, even though you've heard me talk about them and then you make those mistakes, you're going to be like, oh shit, Eli was talking about that on his stream or his video the other day. And yeah, you know, he makes sense. I'm not going down that path again, right? That's all I'm trying to accomplish here, folks. That's all I'm trying to accomplish, is to help people, you know, get what they want as quickly as possible by helping you prevent going down the wrong path as much as possible. All of us are going to take some detours every now and then, right? Unexpectedly, unknowingly, right? But if I can help you by preventing most of those detours, it's going to save you a lot of time and energy that you can reinvest and refocus onto something that's going to move your needle forward instead of make your needle get stuck or move backwards, right? It's all about moving forward, right? That's what it's all about. If you have those days where you feel like everything you're doing It's just not working. It's just not going your way. When you feel like giving up because everything is not going your way, that's actually the best position to be in. Because I will tell you folks this. Whenever I feel that way, I have this fire that's lit up on my belly, even though I don't have a big belly, but you know what I'm saying, right? I have this fire, this rage that's built up within me. And it allows me to say, fuck this. I'm not doing this to myself. I'm not giving up on myself. Every single time I felt crappy, right? Maybe because I didn't get a whole lot of views on the video. Or maybe because I had an argument with somebody or something, right? I try not to argue with anybody, but it happens at times to the best of us, right? It allows me to hit that rock bottom moment and say, screw it. I'm not letting this get to me. I'm going to keep working harder no matter what happens, no matter what anyone says or does. I'm not letting anyone stand in the way of my future success. And while that success might not happen right away, if you keep on pushing forward, eventually you will get there. I know I'm going to get there with this channel and this business. I know you will too. How about you come along on that ride with me? Scream in your pillow then. Well, you know, Queen, that's an interesting thought there, Queen. Queen Helen Casey, truth. If I was in the studio, I'd be truth bomb, boom, right? Look at this. Because the seniors no longer have the parallel parking here, because what they've done is they've made this an entrance and an exit where it just used to be an entrance. A lot of the seniors now, I was wondering, why the hell are there so many cars over here in this lot? It's because the seniors typically would park right here, parallel. Well, not parallel. They had side angle parking. This is parallel now, which has fewer parking spots. So they opened it up. You see the arrows? You can go out as well as come in, because the other side, which was the exit side, is being worked on. There's construction going on over there, so they had to close it off. All right, folks, we are at 1 hour and 3. Sorry, not 1 hour and 3 minutes. 103 minutes, which is 1 hour and 43 minutes. Wow, it did close to what? Let's just say 4.5 miles or so. That's not bad. Got a good workout today. Did you get your workout? If not, you still have time. You can even get out there, you know. At least if you're here on the West Coast, you can still get out there right now. It is 5:10 p.m. Even if it's 8 o'clock, you can go to your local park. It's probably still open. It has the lights on like mine. Most parks are open until 10 usually with lights. You can walk around your park, get a mile or two in of exercise. And trust me, not only are you going to get healthier and fit from a weight perspective, you're going to kick in those endorphins and you're going to feel better. That's the most important thing right there, is feeling better. All right, everyone. And to that special lady, if you're watching behind the scenes, I hope you're really feeling better. I didn't talk a lot about, our stuff. Nothing's bad in our relationship or anything. You know, my lady experienced a few things, and it's independent of me. And I hope you're feeling better, ma'am. I really hope you are. You deserve to feel better. You have a big heart and soul, and you've experienced a lot in life. I just wanted to kind of take a moment here and, tip my hat to you. You know, you're a strong lady, and for everything you've been through to still be going, I'm pretty impressed by that. I really am. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. No more content from me today. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. And yeah, you get 3 notifications every 24 hours on YouTube, so I've got to save my notifications for tomorrow anyway. So no live stream from the studio tonight, no other content. If anyone wants to reach out to me by email or messenger or whatever, I'll be around, kicking back on my couch after almost a 4.5, 5 mile walk, whatever it was. I think I've earned that. Have a good night, folks. Take care. See you tomorrow for the Sifu Smo, aka Dion interview at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Take care. Good night, and be good to each other.